in making this series of videos is to educate about HIV in women and to face the stigma head on instead of hiding. You can watch my first video, which tells my story of contracting HIV from my husband of 35 years. I'm certainly not your typical HIV patient, but I know I'm not alone. The best way you can support me is to subscribe to my channel and share with others. Together we can change the stigma around HIV and AIDS in women. My hope is by sharing my story, other women will learn about the possibility of getting HIV and what you can do if you are indeed positive. So, these are the basics of my story and info on HIV. Let's talk about the personal symptoms I experienced. In the fall of 2017, I experienced what doctors said was a viral event. Over a 3-week period, I was very sick, but everyone said it was just a virus. In the next year, I would have repeated weeks-long periods identical to the first one. In July of 2018, in a 3-week period, I was diagnosed with bronchitis, shingles, and pneumonia. I was desperately sick, probably the sickest I've ever been in my life. I went to a functional medical doctor, spent hundreds of dollars, and basically was diagnosed with the Epstein Barr Virus. Over the next 3 years, I would try every protocol and recommended supplement, including testing and treatment for mold, the MTHFR gene, Cytomegalovirus, and celiac disease. Thousands of dollars spent, and I was still sick. So here are some of the symptoms during those years which I attribute to HIV or stemming from a low immune system. I had low-grade fevers, anywhere from 99.5 to 100.5. Random times, day, night, it just depends. And I actually am still experiencing those low-grade fevers. I lost weight, which as a woman, I was happy to lose the weight. I lost about 25 pounds. I had oral thrush, mouth ulcers. This was ongoing for years. And I actually still have that symptom. I had debilitating and unexplained exhaustion, utterly life transforming, and I am still in the process of determining if my body is just so damaged from the many years of being undiagnosed or if there's some other core diagnosis that we just haven't found yet. I had a face rash. I went to a special dermatologist, did all this testing with that. I have a sensitivity to sun. Sun immediately makes my skin break out with an itchy rash all over the body. I have had joint and muscle pain, pain swallowing pills and getting choked. Some of the other symptoms are yeast infection, of course the pneumonia, shingles. Shingles was like the most painful thing. I can't even describe it. And of course, it's in the family of herpes viruses, so that's a viral event. The Epstein Barr Virus, there are people who suffer from this that are on disability because the symptoms are so debilitating. Every time I've tested for it with the functional medicine doctor, I always continue to show a high viral load with that. Another typical symptom is swollen lymph glands, and I've had a couple of those. Let me tell you, don't freak out that you have HIV just because you have any of these symptoms. They can be similar to those caused by other illnesses. But if you think you may have been exposed to HIV, get an HIV test. And I wanted to ask, do you have any questions about the symptoms? These videos are my personal journey to where I am today with an HIV positive diagnosis of AIDS. Know that you're not alone in whatever crisis you are facing today. Sending hope and much love to each of you.